I said if I work in volunteers, that I would feel that I have something a chance to still that somewhere. Right. I worry about stuff. Yeah, I got it. Okay. No, how much? I got it. Sure. No. Grab something. I would know. So, yeah, I don't know. It's not working. So, I think with violence, like your spouse, while they put everything with really love, with launching man, really. So that this is safe and this is first thing now. Last year, my that good place. My this is for so I think that a lot of entire streets, police or a mention, so stop. Essentially, a lot of control that countries change. You can't, it's that's even bad water. It's like say how far we can not one of those students is made on a very environment while we find out my alone result of it. Yeah, everything else. Have provide us that it's a it's it's about pick up favorite source of 3 days. That's translation and lay 2 weeks. 3 days. It's how ways. Yeah, I moved here. Sweet gas there. Then one and get out of the slow. So 2 days. Let's do that. Very low. Goes to the office for that. Social and for corrections. I never really it's not anything. The key to my set of other reading and that will are you really, really, really it's not to take privately. Yeah, I got a guy who take my it's perfect. That's the good thing. But it's not very is surviving is so man, you know, it's serious. We acquire a new volume efficiently. Maybe well, I kind of just for a lot of games and follow with and so I'd say it's not me. It's saying I was just So, right. Yeah, yeah, I went there. Guy should be dedicated. How he's come. Everyone hears about this season. So you have I didn't wish to go. Well, for yeah, was and he's on. You're on the line. He comes to one less shirt. So it looks so I'm not saying it's like on it, right? So a lot of things was saying lots of long. It's not hard to eat shit. They have seen me funny. So we get started here. How's the volume sound? Yeah, that sounds pretty good. That seems like it's going good online there. All right. So I'm saying about sitting behind here, but it looks like I'm talking to you all through jail. So I'm gonna say a taller chair. All right. We'll go ahead and get started tonight. Jerry is not here tonight. He's on a cruise right now, cruising around the I think northern Pacific, going up to Alaska on a wood turning cruise. It's Atlantic. Oh, okay, that's right. Oh, I knew it was somewhere cold. I remember that. So he's having fun on that. We were just talking about earlier. It's like, okay, what happens when they hit a good swell or something? Do you get like a skew off one side or the other? Like some interesting turning pieces there. Um, Scott sent out the notes earlier today. Thank you, Scott. Last month we had 27 in attendance. Didn't have any visitors. Do we have any visitors tonight? We got one person. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself there? My name's Gary Erickson in Monticello area. Huh? Welcome, Gary. What's that? Another visitor? Oh, yeah. I am now. I just joined. Okay, he's been joining now. Yeah, so you won't see me a lot. I'll be very bad. Well, yeah, you're welcome to being a new member. Thank you. Last month we just had the notes for wood turning symposium in Louisville, Kentucky. That was earlier this month. I think I heard a couple of people saying they went and had a pretty good time. Like Corey, you were talking about it earlier. Mm. Yeah, a lot of interesting demonstrations. We got to see some people who I have followed on Facebook for a number of years. Phil Heinrichs from Australia and Pat Carroll from England. And it was just really, really good. One of the things that happened as the course of the symposium is that the AAW have signed a contractual agreement with the American Woodturners Guild to work cooperatively and to share information and to share whatever. And so they're an integral part of the whole symposium experience now. And the fellow who represented the Irish Lutheran Guild is a fellow by the name of Emmett Kane. And if you go on Facebook and look at his stuff, he does some really incredible hollow pieces that he does some painting and scorching and what have you, and gold leaf on the inside oftentimes, and really a very, very good turn. All right. All right. Like I said, Jerry's on the wood turning cruise. It's going on right now, June 19th. So he just left yesterday, and he won't be back till July 1st. So hopefully he has fun on that. Ohio Valley is coming up on the October 13th to 15th.
Um, see, I got some others on the back here. SWAT 2023. That's down in Waco, Texas, August 25th to 27th. Rocky Mountain Wood Turning Symposium in Loveland, Colorado, on September 15th to 17th. Mid Atlantic Symposium is going to be in Lancaster, Pennsylvania on October 13th, 15th. So it's kind of in competition with the Ohio Valley there. Wonder how that'll work out. They're going to be right near each other pretty much. And North Carolina Wood Turning Symposium down in Greensboro, North Carolina on November 3rd to 5th. Let's see. We're still need to get some more information rounded up on Turning Saturday in Bloomington. Can you get a hold of Mark and find out what's going on with that? I've got a note on here to lay down the law on myself and get some of this stuff hammered out. Um, and the CU Wood Shop Supply doing wood turning supply wood for the wig stands we built in October. I need to get with Brian on that one. Let's see what else I got. So a couple of things for myself that I'm gonna hammer out and get straightened out on the website. I'm gonna definitely try to get that going by the end of this month because I've just been, hate to say it, I've either gotten stuff going on or just been pushing off on it. And I know Mike over there talked to me some about tonight, so I'll work with Mike on getting the website updated and going for everyone. Um, last year's demonstrators, I need to compile that list and get it ready. I want to get it out to get a drawing for all the demonstrators that demonstrated last year. I know we said we want to get that back in May, but again, that's on myself. That's one of my things I am going to try and get straightened out. Demonstrations tonight. Dave Razunas have been doing finishes, and you can see some of the pretty stuff up here that Dave has finished off. Almost kind of wanting to do the coloring on some of these too. I mean, it's excellent coloring on these, especially on these two right here. July, was that me for doing pin turning in July? I didn't write anything down on my notes anywhere. At least I can't find it.
You're the man. Sounds like you just volunteered. Yeah.
Right.
It's July, right?
Yeah, we didn't have anything for July, and I looked through all my notes, and I thought I wrote something down. Unless someone else had volunteered, and I don't remember it.
That's my finance. Let these.
Let me go back here. Still a notepad from work, and it's got the work notes in it. Yeah. All right. So pin turning in July. Is there any particular style of pin turning or finishes on it, or anything like that? Of style or just demonstrate pin turning? Anybody have anything they want to see specific in pin turning?
Whatever you want to do, maybe.
All right, just general pin turning and finishing of it. All right.
I want to see CA and
The CA finish, I'll probably do both of them, honestly. As fast as it is to do a pin, you can probably do both the CA and a wax on two different pins. Or I can make one up for you. Let me write myself down here.
so
Okay. August, Kurt Rush. I don't think Kurt's in here tonight. Kurt's going to do a multi-axle spindle turning. September, Corey and Scott. They haven't decided on what they're going to work on yet.
we got an idea now after this last weekend and a little closer in our project. This is a 3-corner bowl, 3-point offset. Create 3 subtle profiles. They go from the points down. We're still working on that. But
yeah. You need a shorter name for it too. I guess what the challenge is for October after that. October, Steve Smith will be doing skews. Guess I'll Steve sneaking over there. Yeah. Mike Warren, elbow hollowing. Okay, it's ELBO. I don't know if that was something special or somebody missed somebody missed a W on the sheet. All right. It says ELBO.
LBO. Yeah,
Okay.
somehow you didn't prove it.
And December is open right now, so we'll figure that one out. Let's see. July challenges this month was the inside out turnings for the member challenge. For some reason I thought it was President's Challenge this month. No, President's Challenge is next month, and I wrote a little note on the back here. Challenge for next month is some Star Spangled Banner. Got to use since we're doing finishes tonight, and I really like the colors here. Something in kind of a red, white, and blue. It's up to you what you want to do. Anything, if you want to do a wig stand in red, white, blue, bowl, white, blue, however you want to do it.
What if you just want red and white?
That would be Wisconsin colors, and we don't like that. Mike's blue and orange, are you? You work blue and orange, but you. All right. So that'll be the challenge for next month, President's Challenge. And I'll have to organize the stuff over there again. But I'll do that later. Anybody have anything else they want to bring up? Any thoughts, concerns, or anything like that? If anybody's interested in the treasurer's report, just speak privately with Crowbar over there, and we'll let you know what we're at.
Can you do hand signals off them?
He probably could. He could probably hold up a sign over there because I don't have a camera flying that way.
Yeah, he'll be done from the minute.
No. No, nobody has anything else? All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started with show and tell. Also, I've got some wig stands from last month in the box over there that I brought back for you, Sam. Those are the ones that I took for the ship, try to get the champagne, some of the champagne, but since I can't get anybody to want to take any, I do have a feeler out on that. There's a gal over at it's a kind of a shop that they sell wigs and to people who need them, things like that. And I'm kind of hesitant about giving them to them because I don't want to have, yeah, I don't want them being sold.
Don't want to.
Yeah. And they were talking, the nurse at work was talking to them, and they were saying, well, if they buy a wig, they would give them one of the wig stands. I'm kind of hesitant about that. And I just want somebody who needs help.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they're for. Mike?
I collected enough of the supply that you brought, like we had a previous demonstration. And I made one of the wig stands out of solid cherry and donated it to anyone at Clark Lindsay that wanted a wig stand.
Okay.
So that I didn't embarrass anybody or anything. I donated it anonymously and said it was from the Returners Club, and they found somebody that could use it. I think that there are enough people at Clark Lindsay to use 2 or 3 more. So I plan to try to make at least one more, and we'll go from there.
Okay. I'm sure we can probably get a few more to them.
Crowbar has made those 6 up there. He's also given me 18 more, I think, that I have in the van. We'll be taking them to Mattoon tomorrow to the Sarah.
So that's what
Mike. I can help. I probably have boxes where you put some in for Mike and use them.
So we got about, I can see about here 18, we got about 27. There's 5 more in that box. So that's 33, I think. I don't know if that's one down there by the flowers there or not. All right. So that's a pretty good amount of wig stands. So hold for a little while. 33 is nothing to sneeze at. And if you need twine or any of the cards, we've got hole punch and twine up here. I think crowbar, you've got the cards.
Over here. So it takes tall. Got a whole bunch of you need to recycle.
All right, so we'll go ahead and start doing show and tell. I didn't have anything with me tonight, so Antoine, do you have any show and tell?
Yeah, I bought a few things for the first time. I'm gonna grab a new starter and I took some wall out. Made the bowl out there. It's not quite finished. And this one is finished. Another piece of walnut, ball bearings. Just getting started. This is made of pine and it's a box. And then this came out of a piece of pine and I decided to make a video or a handle. So it's connected with a small dowel between here and there.
Nice. Yeah, face there.
Gotcha. I didn't get here in time to lay it out on the table. I found this in my pocket. This is a pen called a Victorian pen. Those of you that deal with Penn State Kit Company, that's one that they sell. The Harold Circote, Circote. It's a tropical hardwood that they love to work with down there, make rug bowls and other items for souvenirs for the turistas. And it's to say in their dark wood, I'll lay up here, because I think it has a very pretty pattern to it. A lot of prominent Larry Rays in it and so on. So that's my show and tell. Okay, got bowling. My inside out turning little bell. Awesome. That's awesome. The wood in this is from the old seats in Uli Stadium. Remember when they took the wood seats out? Well, got quite a few pieces of that wood. I've had it around, and it's cypress, but that's what the wood is. You can see it's got beautiful grain in it. Very nice. Now, last month I showed you a block of wood from an ash burl, and I've been turning on those blocks. So here's 1, 2, 3, all came out of that one piece. I have not put finish on these yet because they have to be dyed. You don't see very much character to them until you put the dye on, and then it becomes outstanding. And so these will all change color before we're done.
What coring system did you use?
I've got the McNaughton, which takes some getting used to compared to some of the others, which are sort of fixed. With these, you got to get your angle, but it's more flexible because you can change the angles going in and stuff. To me, it's a better system, but the learning curve is a little longer than it is with some of them that are just sort of fixed, and you take the lever in and cut them out, and they're all exactly the same shape. With this one, you can change that shape considerably. So I like the McNaughton system.
John Kreitler from Shader. I did an inside out turning, this oak and walnut.
and just has a spray lacquer finish on it. Also did 3 of the wing stands. Have those back there. Saw this in an AEW magazine that was left in the back of my truck several months ago, and I just thought they were really neat. So I made the set of 3 as it showed in the magazine. The top is tiger maple, and the bottom is Texas ebony, and the finish is sanding sealer and osmo oil. So my 3 little mini goblets. How hard is it to keep those standing up all the time? Oh, they're not too bad. They're going to sit on a shelf and collect dust, so they're not going to go anyplace. So I'm not too worried about that. We did a giant, deeply hollowed bowl. This also was in the AAW magazine, and this was fun to do. I recently got a Lyle Jameson hollowing system, so Sam and I were playing with it, and that's what we used to do the final cutting on this bowl. This is walnut, and the finish. This is spray lacquer. That's on this bowl here, spray lacquer. Also did a little hollow form. This is tulip maple, tulip poplar, and Sam and I did this learning how to use the Lyle Jameson. Really a nice system. Really got a good, nice, smooth cut on the inside. And I'll tell you the truth, I forgot what I put on this one. Also did a little bowl, and we've been trying to figure out what wood this is. I'm pretty sure it's butternut. Looking at pictures of butternut on Google, there's everything from almost maple to almost walnut. Before I put an oil finish on this, you could see much more of the grays and the slightly reddish color. So I'm not sure what it is. I think I'm going to call it butternut. Let it go with that. So finish on this is Mahoney's walnut oil and walnut oil wax. Did it turn darker when you put them on? Yes, it did. Not a lot. Not a lot. It was a medium brown. But butternut. Yeah. Well, like I said, I went to Google and looked at images, and it is everything from almost white to almost walnut. So there was 5, 6, 7, 8 pictures. So I'm not sure. It could be walnut. Maybe it's not. Don't know. Down in your area, came from there's a lot of coal down there, so it gets dark. Well, I got it at a garage sale. A guy there in Decatur was selling off all of his stuff for health issues. He couldn't turn anymore, and I made him an offer for all of his turning blanks. So I bought 26 turning blanks off the table there, and so I don't know what it is. He did not have it labeled. So anyway, that's what we got for tonight. Sam Forrest from Mount Zion. I have this platter, this simple platter, walnut with maple. And I didn't know the maple had the defect in it until I started turning. And then my wife, she engraved it and then she colored it. And then where was the defect? Inside out turning, I had no clue what I was doing. I was totally lost. So I called John. So John came over and we turned this, and it's not what we wanted, but it's what we ended up with. So that was inside out. It's not what we envisioned. No, it's not what we envisioned. Before John, well, I did this, and it's not what I envisioned. But it's inside out. And as John mentioned, well, he put the challenge that they go do a cap and green.
So this is the first captive ring I've ever done. So I did the captive ring on the inside out turning. So it could be done, but both of these can be in the burn pile pretty quick. And I had trouble both pieces of wood breaking off. So I lost a lot of
What kind of wood, Sam?
this maple, and this is hard maple, the other one was walnut. And
I'm sorry.
they just, I had a lot, as you can see there, I had a lot of pieces break off on it. But that was my inside out with a captive ring.
Make a top and bottom and
So,
put them all together, you got a giant rattle.
See ya. Come on. You would be.
Yes, I know.
Ask some permission.
Yeah.
Bring it in, huh? Lori?
Okay, I valued and I paid attention to that. Oh, I'm Lori, Wisconsin educator. I'm in need of help, so I'm here tonight. So I made 2 inside out. I hated this challenge. I just want you to know that. So here was my first one. And what I tried to do, but then it was the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So I put, a block on each end. And I mean, I just really didn't enjoy it. So as it's spinning, the centrifugal force busts this one out. So I said, to heck with it. Jim helped me, cut it off. I shoved it. So it's just purdy now. Okay? So the second one, it didn't turn out too bad, but not what I envisioned either. And I still didn't like it, so I cut off the top and turned it into a vase. So, yeah. I don't plan on doing this in the near future ever again. You know, it was a learning experience of what not to do. And then here's just a little hickory, whatever vessel. I don't have. Let me put some more finish on it, and all I ever use is vodka. I love vodka, Danish oil. But this, I won this. I want to say it was from you. I think someone brought in some hickory and I won it. So I didn't realize it wouldn't dry. So it was very wet. But I mean, it still turned out very nice. I love that.
Kinda looks like a clay pot the way the top goes on it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then here's just this cute little thing. It's red maple, and I love the grain, and it's just traditional tool all the way. Traditional tool too, carbide. So I think that's all for me. Fine.
Jim Wisconsin, I did the inside out challenge too. It's not quite work out at all for what it should look like, but
You look on the
it is what it is. I was thinking a little bit different about how it's supposed to turn out anyway. It is the pieces glued together. This, I have no idea what kind of wood that was. We got that Tammy. Does it say? It doesn't say. Anyway,
looks like your one, doesn't it? Right. Remember that one? Yeah. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
anyway, have no idea what kind of wood it was, but I have a little bit of a.
Like packer.
Wait,
Really small one back there, yeah.
Got a truckload of fire.
No, this is from Tammy and Mark. I remember we picked that piece up.
I think it could be accurate.
Shut your mouth for it.
Fall one.
5-inch. And sugar gum.
Sweet gum.
Sugar, sweets, I don't know, for sure.
That's my error.
And river birch.
Yay!
Cool. Yes.
Cody Jones from Urbana. So last time I brought in a few spears that I had inside of each other, and I had this small one that was just a full spear, and I was wondering about should I hollow it or anything, and I did end up hollowing it out. So this is what that looks like, and I also brought in the jig that I made to hollow it out. So this is just I can think donut chunk is what they're called, and it worked out pretty well. I think that I want to redo it with some changes, because right now when this spins, these stick out a lot. You just have to watch your fingers, and I didn't feel it, but I knew that that was a potential hazard. But I think I want to make it a little bigger. At AAW Symposium, saw an example of but like another example of one of these, and so I think I'll use some of those I guess, ideas from that one in terms of making the inside a series of kind of like steps in. Right now, I've just got a kind of a divot so that I can fit something in there. But if there's a bunch of steps, smaller sizes, you can fit any number of sized objects in there. But this worked out pretty well, and it worked out for Hollow in the Sphere. And then this was one of the pieces that I took with for the instant gallery. And so this is a bowl, and I won this in a raffle here. It was labeled crab apple, but we had talked about it and don't think that's what it was. I think locust, but none of us. Yeah, yeah. But the neat thing is this is one piece of wood, and so the chain links in here were carved out of it. I've done whittling in the past. I did whittling ever before I started turning. And so, ball and cages, chains, that kind of thing. This is one of those. And so when I turned it with a big flat rim sticking out, and I was able to turn the kind of the profile of the chain so that there was like a little curve in, then a longer flat out piece, then a curve up, which would be kind of this profile. And so that's how it was turned, and then a lot of carving after. But I hadn't seen these before. I thought it was pretty neat. So it's a little bowl with handles on it, but it's one piece of wood, no glue marks, no nothing. So it's amazing. Good job. Cool. So that's what I got.
Well, I'll see what December's demo is gonna be.
It took a little bit longer than like a half hour. He's very
I don't.
I don't really think it's what, but if anybody who's anybody wood refinishing project for a small restaurant, come see me at the break. I've got a customer that's like that done. It's a lot of money.
Corey?
I'm here tonight. I had a conversation with Charlie Brown on the phone, and he was not able to get around that well anymore due to some back issues. He can't sit in the car and ride for that long a time to get to a meeting. So he called me, and we stopped over to his house tonight, and he wanted these two wig stands to be brought to as a donation and contribution to the club on his behalf. So I bring these over for him.
Thank you, Charlie. Hopefully he's watching.
I will make sure if I do, and I'll give you.
Give him the prize.
Paul Oleg, Decatur, and I thought of Poland several months ago. If you'll remember, it looks like you didn't like it. But it was very golden out. You have the crack in it.
I'm gonna need a wider angle for that one.
Really. And the bowl was beautiful, but
Yeah.
when I turned it, remember, right, it was a lot thicker, but it had set so long and it was such an oval that I had to make a skinny bowl out of it to get it round. And then when I did, the piece cracked out. And the reason I'm bringing it back tonight is Doug asked me, he said, "Did you pour that?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm sure I did. I don't know if I got any of the other pieces, but I finished this one after that. This was up there. Well, this come out of the center. That one there. See, that was the crack that the original one had. But then it was so skinny that it broke out and I had to fill it in. But this is what so that would come out of there. And then I've got one that's missing. I don't know one that come out of here where it's at. I may have sold it or I may not have finished it, maybe somewhere.
Maybe it's on a burn pile.
This would come out of the next one. And then this was the last one that came out of it. So yes, Doug, I did a course, but I just, it been so long ago, it's long it set up there, I just got back out and finished them. And it's all finished with Danish oil.
What system did you use?
I used I cheated, I used a one-way pouring system. Like Doug said, I never did take the time to learn to do the monotony. I had one and I just sold it. And
I'll let you know about.
Steve bought because I just didn't want to try to learn something new again. And I used the one way on most of mine, and this is I guess I can bring it down. The wood is beautiful. It is. It's a shame that I didn't leave it thicker when I already turned it green like they. That's all it's going to but not hard to it.
Yeah. Logan, got anything today? No? Scott?
Inside out turning, it's all I brought tonight. It's not much, but it's inside out. It's cherry. I have a tough time envisioning what this is going to look like. And if I do it again, which I probably will, because I've seen some other stuff online and that when I was doing this one when I got done. I saw one in particular that I'm going to try. We'll see what happens. So this is cherry, and that clear like
Kind of reminds me of one of those hourglass things you take over and pour the sand in.
like this.
Scott from Warrensburg. Here we are. This piece of walnut I picked up from a friend in her yard. She gave me the whole tree. Well, I went and got it. Someone got an engine with it and a bunch of plywood left in her backyard. Cut the tree up and chunked it one by one up into the truck. Dismantled the engine lift and put it in the truck. Drove it home. Put it back together and took that stuff out of the truck. And took it to my car. Stashed it in the garage. So I was also, then I made a bowl. I got another thing, and I got a whole bunch of other stuff to make for her too. But this is the first real good one. I thought that was kind of cool in here. And after John's beautiful demonstration on the Buell buffing system, I went the morning of the symposium, like 40 minutes before we were going to leave. I decided to buff this thing up. Burnt it in their buffing system. Right inside. Yeah. So you just see a little white diamond bridge. Let's get that out of there and work on this again. The other item, this is a Watco butcher block oil finish. The other piece, I was trying to do some Halloween, and I did some Halloween, and then I did some turning on the profile,
where she is. You know, and so the last thing I did was hollowing it out while it was chucked up and everything. I exceeded my limit of toolbar and tools and my skill at that moment. So I was all excited, I sanded it and everything, and then I took it off and I felt it. Oh my gosh, that's about 1.5 pounds too heavy. So you guys are welcome to come up and pick it up and feel it. And I think you will agree. I need to put it back on the machine and continue hollowing it out. Put your fingers like this, fill about that far apart. That's, you know, I'm not real calibrated like that yet. Once again, walnut, white coat finish. That's the calibration now.
I'm Chris. Unfortunately, I have a vehicle out of Skidmore. Yeah. So found this at Landscape Recycling Center in town. And had a bigger sibling to this one last month. So another one out of Skidmore. Then this piece is a piece of walnut crotchwood. So it has some really nice figuring in it, and I had a taller ship piece, so I tried to make a lidded thing. Turned out looking a bit like an urn. But alas, and then because it was green, it warped on me a good bit, so the lid no longer sits as nicely as it did. But I don't think I know how to fix that. If you know and want to tell me, feel free. But it's pretty thin on the diameter here, so returning the bottom would not necessarily work. So.
The rubber bands. The rubber seals.
Yeah, potentially, but pick it up and look at it. It's fell off me. So yeah, that's what I've got. Right.
Oh. Okay, right there. Right.
Guy called me the other day, he says he's got a couple of veteran buddies. They'd love to have, they just got back on a llama flight, and they'd love to give them some military type pens. And these are 30-06 with maple dye. Terry Quorum did that for me. And this is a CA finish on both of them. So I'll talk about that a little later. And then the other ones I have, the first 3 wig stands on the right up there, my club in Morse had a 2x4 8-foot challenge. So I was able to get 3 wig stands and 4 door stops out of that. And I turned the ends on the way. And each one has a different finish on it also. So that's a wrap. Thank you.
The number now, Mark.
424.
All right, anybody else got anything? No? We'll go ahead and, good morning, and see you around. Well, that's still around, we've got, little, Henry Taylor. Bed scraper here. 1/2 inch. I made it. And then, picked up something that I could make it. Moisture meters from Craig, they're decent. Tell you what, we have plenty of stuff up here for the steel sandpaper. So this is for the raffle like today. Here on this table, the prizes, show and tell, and the first number up is. Turn the right direction. 705. Strike that. No, 706. Somebody look at this. That's 706. 70.
I can confirm it at 706.
Okay, sorry, 706.
What did you say first?
I said 5 first, but that's my blind eyes. I apologize.
Well, you had to redraw on it.
No, 706 is right here.
Yeah, okay, right.
Yeah.
Is that?
See what?
I've seen that.
Your answer's no, so.
She got sweet dog.
I'm sorry about that, Sam. That's all right. Breaks my heart again.
Alright. If I read this one right now, 703. 7-0.
Beautiful. 713, oh, that's me.
Yeah, your chance there.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you would have believed that you were 2 numbers off. Yeah.
Well, he is picking there 7-1-4.
7 crowbar. 21. No, it's all of it. All of it.
Now, we have some nice log. This is for that's Jared.
That's,
Doug. That's Doug. That's Jared.
that's, Bradford Perry.
Okay.
Hold on. That's his raise.
No.
Yeah.
Well, a little screwdriver. I think they got a little magnet. Oh. It's just flat. Oh. Alright, 7-0-1.
Get over here, shoulders. And time. Please. So means Bill, yeah. Yeah.
That's 0-2.
Yeah.
Fine, you have anything you want?
Probably not.
I like how we turn this one.
Yeah.
Oh, so everybody at home can see. What do you think of my side here?
I think I might have.
It's all it's
Alright, 7-1-2.
killing me. You better figure that out.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. I don't. Looks like a 3 to me. Have you observed that last
Alright, 7-0-9.
How sweet soul.
That's it.
She would sense like that.
Maybe that's long.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, it's like good one. What? I'll go off. You're like, oh, sugar. You're really sure that I see the ones. 7-1-0.
Oh, good. Stop. I have to pay this again. A lot.
That's more.
It's like a 7-0-7.
Well, there's. Two of us. We had lots of just
And on 7-0-5, the last one. You want the man legs?
I don't know, depends.
Re-gift?
Glue them together.
Yeah, re-gift or something. The record looking to have. Anybody wants pen legs? Do one re-gift on this. And I was hoping it'd be 7-1-3, but it's 7-0-8. He paid attention, did. Yeah. They done gave up on. Yes. Alright. We're going to take a short break. I got some water over there for your water. Someone brought some cookies there for your sugar addicts. And we'll have the raffle after the break. And then after that, Crowbar will be talking about his finishes. We're going to take a slow that's some theory of thought. We tell you, yes. Yeah. That's the thing. Yes. I feel like
He told a story. It was left not very good, but uh, somebody had was on food shop and came up to get it and brought stuff and stuff with me. The trying to figure out. The things. Like that's then we go and buy it wood. Why? That's, but anyway, he has well, she comes from Texas expensive plus guy, and he got with, and who's he? Put there the guy that I hear a lot, sit on that church there. Like that, well, yeah, James. James, hey, I'm just really James Wood. We're talking about earlier than anything. Tell me if you drink, first, if you go fun, where you guys go? I like it. So now, I so that's a food. It's time. Oh, great. That's fine. I hope that you're trying, not feeling always to the top. Well, grandma now, ladies and gentlemen, 5% automated person falling by rock. I'm worried too. That it's sold in the top. And yeah, so that's it. Like the jail person elevators calls the still wrong. For a turn, so that's the other question is like that. Yeah, so she's sitting here, and what? So yeah, so I have for this thing for that way. And this is what we're here. Actually, that's all the honest stuff. This, this here, so you can be on the farm here. And I not do it right. Well, I'm a little jam truck. Yes, it's on in the period different. You got losses. There's things on like two seconds. Yes. You're ready. Was it this and he's getting that stuff. They didn't follow up. Last night. First, it's easy to do. Next fall, or you should grab very old walk off to the boss. Then you got to try. Then you can take a solar couple bags. Marco, the thing, it's all good for that. But it's well, 100 miles, so I'll have to choose back and that had another one. That's it. Get it involved in this. I don't say, oh, big man. Get it all. She's like, well, that's not like it. Comes for it, and I know. Always. We into this development, my children. Oh, you mean? I didn't know one there. Probably need to be like this. I thought if I could do this, I didn't there. Right. Oh, but.
Scissors, let's take one out now. Turn this one in, this, Sam's wife. Here's for Sam Clark, one out. This one's because they're coded to less the. Not bad for 89 cents. Yes, it's all about geek. Was one can't get along. He said the tail of all. Things like this. They don't fire your work. If you don't. Same thing. This is all hard. This is hard. What you and my Well, your mom's. But the way you hide the industry, like that, just turn that everywhere, just aloof thing. Any way to get on there. That's where, over the course. But I guess anyway, there is no run. Very time, but you know. Read it. Figured out. I think that Charlie Brown, the little factory armies for youth school. Demonstration of the finishes there. Okay.